Really? You leave them home alone by themselves? Like, wow, what if there was a fire? Hi everybody, it's Meredith from hootyhoo.com. And today I have a question for all you tweenage mothers. Not mothers who are teenagers, but mothers who have teenagers. My oldest is 12 and I have a 7-year-old as well. I am now leaving them home alone.
So leaving your kids at home alone is completely traumatic the first few times. Actually, I think it's completely traumatic the first year, where you're halfway thinking that something is going to happen while you're gone, and the other half of the time you're thinking, oh my God, this is child neglect. I'm leaving my kid at home alone, and I'll never forgive myself if something happens when I'm not there.
Leaving your kid home, it's like, okay, I don't even know what the age is. Is it 12? Is somebody gonna call Child Protective Services? Okay, Meredith, you are right. This one, I don't talk about. It's just like, this is the one you whisper about because, I have kind of two sets of girlfriends, and they're the ones that I call and I'm like, hey, so, what do you think about this and what should we do about that? And I ask them for an awful lot of advice parenting.
Depending on which girlfriends I tell that I do that, I either feel like I'm, behind the times, like, duh, of course, they're 12, it's no problem. You can leave them home alone. Or I get the, oh, really? You leave them home alone by themselves? Like, wow, what if there was a fire?
I'm not quite sure. Seeing that as soon as my mom left me home alone, the first thing that I did was go into our kitchen and eat every Little Debbie item that we had in there, the ho-hos, which I take a serious amount of pleasure saying that. Oh my gosh, the cupcakes and the little brownies with the nuts on them. I would clean house, and my mom would come back and it was just like we had 5 boys living there. So that's what I did. As soon as she would leave, I would eat sweets. I'm not really, and I know my kids would do the exact same thing because karma sucks.
Now, there are many rules when I do that. It's basically don't answer the door, don't answer the phone unless it's my cell phone calling or their dad. And I don't really even let them eat. That's probably a little extreme. While I'm gone, just because I don't want the choking thing. But anyway, I have been pretty comfortable so far leaving them home alone because I've been in close proximity to my house.
I think 7 is a good age if you're only going to down to the corner store and you're only going to be gone for 30 minutes. And I think that's about the age, maybe 8. Actually, it's probably 9 when I started leaving Paige home alone. But as a single parent, you have to be able to do it earlier than I think, in situations where you're married or have a partner to help you out. You just have to be resourceful.
Jim, you are my hero. I cannot believe that you would admit to leaving a 7 or 8-year-old home. I totally get it. I'm pretty sure I came home at 7 or 8 for 15 or 20 minutes by myself. I'm pretty sure that my mom left us and said, hey, I'm gonna go run to the market and back, and was gone for 10 minutes. But it's I'm telling you, here in LA, a SWAT team would show up.
I know that I would not be able to enjoy myself going anywhere unless it was to go and get gas in my car or to go get a loaf of bread at the store, be gone for an hour or more, unless my kids were 13 or 14 years old. That's just in my head what I have, but then of course we'll get to that age and I'll see what their level of maturity will be like. I am so much help, aren't I? It's the neurosis, I'm telling you.
So anyway, I'm just wondering, for all of you people who have, teenagers now, 10, 11, 12, what age do you feel like is really an okay age to start leaving your kids home alone in charge of each other?
Join the Momversation at momversation.com.